You will not do anything about this, and shame on you, because our Jewish community need looking after, and as Mayor of London, you are not doing that.
Sadiq Khan faces new questions after Susan Hall's shocking revelation in London debate. You're not going to believe what just came out of City Hall. While most people were focused on the ongoing national debates, something quite unexpected unfolded in London politics, and yes, it involves Mayor Sadiq Khan and his longtime critic, Susan Hall. This wasn't just another argument across the political aisle. No, this time, Susan Hall dropped a revelation that made even seasoned journalists sit up and take notice. And the way she said it, calm, deliberate, but with that unmistakable tone, the kind that says, "I've seen something you can't ignore." So, what exactly did she reveal? And why are so many Londoners suddenly asking if Sadiq Khan's leadership is facing a deeper problem than anyone thought? Let's break it down. A heated London Assembly session had already been tense. Crime rates, housing shortages, transport costs, all of it was on the table. Then, Susan Hall stood up and turned the conversation in a direction no one saw coming. She didn't shout. She didn't rant. She simply said, "The people of London deserve honesty, especially when it comes to how their city is being run." And then she began outlining what she described as a troubling pattern of decision-making within the mayor's office, decisions that, according to her, raised serious questions about transparency, accountability, and priorities. Now, to be clear, no one's accusing anyone of breaking the law here. But what Hall pointed to was something that hit a nerve with many Londoners: the feeling that leadership is drifting away from the realities people face every single day. Hall highlighted what she called selective focus in the mayor's policy agenda, especially on issues like policing and transport. She claimed that under Khan's administration, the narrative doesn't always match the numbers. Her main example: public safety. According to Hall, while City Hall celebrates progress in certain areas, everyday Londoners, especially women, small business owners, and commuters, aren't feeling safer. And then came the line that went viral within hours. "It's not enough to quote statistics from behind a desk. Go out there, walk those streets at night, and then tell Londoners they're safe." That clip alone has been shared thousands of times on social media, with many viewers saying it summed up what they've been feeling for months. Now, to understand why this moment matters, we need to zoom out for a second. Sadiq Khan has been a two-term mayor, known internationally for his progressive policies and strong presence on national issues from climate to culture. But at home, the tone has shifted. Recent surveys show a growing divide between how Londoners see his leadership versus how the rest of the country views it. Some say he's focused on the big, global picture, positioning London as a world city. Others argue he's lost touch with the ground-level issues: affordability, policing, and confidence in local government. So when Susan Hall, a figure often dismissed by her opponents as just another critic, came forward with pointed, evidence-backed claims, it landed differently this time. Online reactions were immediate. Comments flooded X, formerly Twitter. Finally, someone said it out loud. She's speaking what everyone's thinking but too afraid to say. If even half of this is true, Khan's team needs to answer serious questions. But of course, there were defenders too. One Labour councillor told the BBC, "Susan Hall is taking routine policy debates and spinning them into controversy for headlines. The mayor's record stands for itself." Still, as one analyst put it, perception often matters more than policy. Because once a narrative like this catches fire, it's not about what's technically true, it's about what feels true to the public. And right now, a lot of people feel unheard. So where does this leave Sadiq Khan? Sources close to City Hall say he's unbothered, focusing instead on new initiatives for clean transport and affordable housing. His spokesperson released a short statement, saying, "The mayor remains committed to making London a safer, fairer, and greener city for all." But the timing couldn't be worse. London is heading into another tough political season. Budgets are tight. The cost of living crisis continues to bite. And now, Khan finds himself not just defending policy but defending credibility. Susan Hall's remarks have already sparked calls for further scrutiny of certain City Hall programs. Opposition members are reportedly pushing for an internal review into how some policy decisions were prioritized over others. Even neutral observers are saying the same thing: Londoners want clarity, not slogans. Political commentators have compared this to a turning point, the moment when public patience begins to shift. One columnist wrote, If Khan doesn't address the growing perception gap, it won't matter how many achievements he lists. Voters don't want statistics, they want security. And that, perhaps, is the core of this story. This isn't about political sides. It's about trust, whether Londoners still feel the people in charge are truly listening. As the dust settles, one thing is certain: Susan Hall's revelation has struck a chord far beyond the assembly walls. The video clips are circulating. The headlines are multiplying. And every political insider in Westminster knows once a narrative like this starts rolling, it's hard to stop. Now, the big question isn't just, what did Sadiq Khan do? It's how will he respond? Will he confront the criticism head-on, engaging directly with the concerns Hall raised? Or will he, as some predict, focus on the bigger picture and hope the storm passes? Either way, this debate isn't over. Not by a long shot. Because if there's one thing British politics has taught us, it's that small revelations often lead to much larger reckonings. And the question everyone's now asking is, what comes next? So maybe this isn't just about one revelation in City Hall. Maybe it's about something deeper, a moment when Londoners finally start demanding more than words.